I need you to stop what you're doing. Close your eyes for a moment. Think about the last time you looked in a mirror and felt, just for a fraction of a second, that something was wrong. Not your reflection. Not the room behind you. Something in your own face. Like it was a half-second behind. Like it was watching you instead of copying you. You probably dismissed it. Most people do. I didn't get the chance to dismiss it. My name is Sarah Okafor. I'm a 32-year-old traveling nurse from Atlanta, Georgia. For the past 4 years, I've lived out of a single suitcase, moving from hospital to hospital every 13 weeks. New cities, new colleagues, new apartments, new mirrors. I've looked into a lot of mirrors. I know what they're supposed to do. What happened in room 9 of the Clearwater extended stay in Baton Rouge, Louisiana 6 months ago was not what mirrors are supposed to do. I arrived on a Sunday evening in February. The hotel assignment started Monday. The extended stay hotel was standard issue. Beige walls, thin carpet, a small kitchen with a coffee maker that looked like it had survived 3 presidential administrations. Room 9 was on the ground floor, end of the hallway. The room was clean, unremarkable, the kind of room designed to be forgotten. The mirror was on the wall opposite the bed, full length, dark wood frame, old, much older than the rest of the furniture. The mirror looked like it had come from somewhere else entirely. A different time, a different place. I noticed it when I walked in, filed it away, unpacked my suitcase, made coffee. That first night I slept deeply, which is unusual for me in a new place. I usually lie awake for an hour at least, listening to the unfamiliar sounds of an unfamiliar building. Not that night. That night I was asleep within minutes, and I dreamed about the mirror. In the dream I was standing in front of it, and my reflection was there and everything was normal, and then I raised my right hand, and my reflection raised its left. I woke up at 3:14 a.m. The mirror was dark, just a rectangle of darkness across the room. The curtains were closed and no light came in. I could not see my reflection, but I had the absolute, unshakable certainty that something could see me. I am a nurse. I am a scientist. I believe in evidence and causation and the biochemistry of fear. I know that 3 a.m. is the hour when the brain is at its most vulnerable, when the boundary between dream and waking is thinnest, when ordinary objects become sinister and ordinary sounds become threatening. I know all of this. I turned on the lamp and looked at the mirror. My reflection looked back at me. Normal, tired, a 32-year-old woman sitting up in a hotel bed at 3 a.m. for no good reason. I turned the lamp off and went back to sleep. The next night I raised my right hand before I got into bed. Just a small gesture, testing myself, being rational. My reflection raised its right hand. Of course it did. That's what reflections do. I got into bed and I did not dream. On the 3rd night, I noticed something. I was brushing my teeth at the bathroom mirror, and I caught myself glancing at the door to the main room, toward the other mirror, as if I was being watched from it, as if something in that mirror was paying attention to what I did in the bathroom. I closed the bathroom door. I felt immediately, profoundly stupid. I went to bed. I did not look at the mirror. At 3:14 a.m., I woke up. Exactly 3:14. I checked my phone. The room was dark, and in the mirror, in the complete darkness of that room, with the curtains closed and no light source anywhere, I could see myself. Not clearly, not brightly, but there. A pale shape in the darkness. My own outline, sitting up in bed, except I was sitting up in bed looking at it, and the reflection was already sitting up. Before I had moved. I want to be precise about what I am telling you. I am telling you that on the fourth night in room 9, my reflection moved before I did. I am telling you that I sat in that bed for 3 hours and did not move, and my reflection sat in that mirror for 3 hours and did not move. And at exactly 6 a.m., when the first gray light began to come through the curtains, I watched my reflection turn its head toward the window. 1 second before I felt the urge to do the same. 1 second. I requested a different room that morning. The front desk moved me to room 14 on the second floor. Different mirror. Standard bathroom mirror above the sink. Nothing unusual. I slept normally. I woke at normal hours. I went to work. I came home. I did not think about room 9. For 11 days, I did not think about room 9. On the 12th day, I came home from a night shift at 7 a.m., exhausted, and I went to wash my face at the bathroom sink, and I looked up at the mirror. And I was already there. Not my reflection. Arriving as I arrived. Already there. Already looking at me. With an expression on its face that was not quite the expression on my face. Almost, not quite. The eyes were different. Not the color, not the shape, the direction of the gaze. My eyes were looking at the mirror. The reflection's eyes were looking at something slightly to the left of me. Something behind my left shoulder. I turned around. The bathroom was empty. When I turned back to the mirror, my reflection was looking directly at me again. Normal, synchronized. A tired woman looking at herself at 7 a.m. after a night shift. But for that one moment, it had been looking at something I couldn't see. I called the hotel's front desk and asked about the mirror in room 9. The woman at the desk was quiet for a moment. Then she said, "Which mirror?" I described it. Full length, dark wood frame, old. Another pause. "That mirror was here when the property was purchased," she said carefully. "The previous owner left it. We've had requests to remove it before, but it's bolted to the wall and the maintenance team hasn't been able to get it off." "What kind of requests?" I asked. She didn't answer that. "Has anything happened in that room?" I asked. "To other guests?" A very long pause. "I'm not able to discuss other guests," she said. "Has anyone reported the mirror doing something unusual?" The quietest pause of all. "Ma'am," she said, "I'd recommend not going back to room 9. She hung up.